What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and 14 states are going to be passing up to $2,000 stimulus checks in their states, and this is your stimulus check update. Now, stick with me throughout the entirety of this video, and you're going to find out which states are sending out stimulus checks, how much the checks are going to be for, and who exactly is going to be eligible in the state for those checks. And also, I've got a follow-up for you on another report of a state that was getting ready to send out checks. Well, we're hearing there might be a bit of a delay. So I'm going to get you caught up on all the details. We're going to dive right in, get you caught up. And as you know, right now, Congress, they're working away on the federal level stimulus package, the Build Back Better plan. It just passed the House, is going on to the Senate. I'll keep you up to date on that. But right now, $350 billion is just sitting for states to use. We're hearing about 80% of it is still available, and that is why we're seeing states taking the money that they got from that last stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan, and now they're using it to help out their state residents. And many of these states are starting to pass stimulus checks so you can get state provisions. So I'm going to make sure that you know everything that's going on with these, because in some cases you have to apply for these programs. You don't just get the money. So you have to be in the know of what's going on, and that's why I'm here to keep you up to date on this stuff. And also, thank you so much for all the support on the second channel that we're going to be launching, Steve Ram Finance. If you're interested in growing wealth, learning about personal finance, investing in real estate, stocks, crypto, starting businesses, consider joining that channel as well. I'll pin a comment down below. You can click it, click that link. It'll take you to the channel, hit the subscribe, and turn on notifications. Once we launch, it's going to be a bunch of content on personal finance. Really excited about that. Thank you for all the support on that channel. And also, though, let's dive into this article and get you caught up on the latest with economic news and stimulus checks. But before we do me one quick favor. Just takes a second. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, leave your comments. Share this out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date on all this stuff, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, guys, let's dive into these articles and get you caught up on 14 states that are sending out their own stimulus checks, who's eligible, the amounts, and all the details. Let's dive right in. All right, so first up, let's do that follow-up on the delays of this stimulus check. So link in the description below if you'd like to read this for yourself. I always cite these sources so that way you can read them and see for yourself. Now, the article says that lawmakers are unable to reach a deal on the spending bill that includes essential worker bonuses of up to $2,000. And take a look, you guys. Boston, lawmakers from Massachusetts, House and Senate, they failed to reach a compromise to get a massive spending bill, including a bonus of up to $2,000 for pandemic essential workers to Governor Charlie Baker's desk in time for Thanksgiving, the State House News Service reports. So it's not all lost, but we're hearing there are delays that couldn't come to an agreement just quite yet. And it says it's possible that a deal could be made on how to spend the billions in Federal American Rescue Plan Act dollars during a legislative break, but the news service reports that it may be on hold until 2022. So very unfortunate. However, it's still in the works. Hopefully we'll have some better news for you on that in Massachusetts coming up here soon. But now, you guys, let's take a look at the 14 states that have already approved and are passing checks. Who's going to be getting them? What are the amounts? And what states? Well, link in the description below to this article that just came out that says surprise stimulus checks being sent out ahead of Black Friday. Find out if you'll get cash bonuses in time. And yes, these particular checks, they're going out right now before 2022. So it says some families are still reeling from the effects of the pandemic. And for some, that $1,400 payment that President Joe Biden sent out, that third federal level stimulus check, it is all but gone by now. However, several states now have their own programs to benefit people who reside there, with each local government deciding who qualifies for a fourth stimulus check. But just to clarify, that's a state check. And how much they will receive. Now, 14 states will be helping out their residents financially with bonus cash ranging from $500 to $2,000. Now, nonetheless, not all families will be eligible for assistance. So just to clarify, you have to be eligible for these checks as it narrows down to which state and families are located in. So here is a breakdown of how many cash residents can expect by state. So first up, we have Arizona. In Arizona, out-of-work residents can take advantage of state's back-to-work programs. Those who go back to work part-time are eligible for $1,000 checks, and those returning to full-time work could get $2,000 bonus checks. California has implemented the Golden State Stimulus, and we just received word that they have the Golden State Stimulus 2. Now, it was required that residents had filed their 2020 taxes by October 15th for them to know that you were eligible to receive this. Now, about half of the 9 million residents received their checks as of October 31st, and the remaining checks are being sent by mail right now. And I've done a video giving you exactly when you can expect to receive those checks. If you missed that one, be sure to follow up right after this and see that video with all of the specific dates per your zip code. And it says a salary for Golden State Stimulus 2 of $30,000 to $75,000 per year will qualify California residents to receive a $600 check. For singles, and if you're somebody that has kids, you can get up to $1,100 if your children are under the age of 18. And also Connecticut. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont announced a back-to-work program for $1,000 in stimulus checks starting on May 30th of 2021, which will continue until December 31st of 2021. So this is still ongoing. The requirements, though, are a little bit more involved than other states, with specifics on when residents filed for unemployment and how long they were unemployed. Residents are also required to have obtained a job to be eligible for the stimulus payment. Now, Florida. In Florida, teachers and principals will receive $1,000 in stimulus cash for their commitment on educating during the pandemic. So if you were a teacher throughout the pandemic, you're going to be receiving $1,000 in the state of Florida. In Georgia, teachers and principals will also receive $1,000 stimulus cash for their commitment as well. Idaho, those living in Idaho could be eligible for a one-time income tax rebate. More than 500,000 residents received cash, and the average check was $248. And just to clarify, tax rebates, those are essentially stimulus checks. There's different terms for free money that you receive that you don't have to pay tax on that comes from the government, stimulus checks, economic impact payments, tax rebates that are given in advance. Those are all the same, and in Idaho, they're receiving it from the state for $248. Maryland, in August, residents in Maryland received their statewide stimulus check only if the individual filed their earned income tax credit. Individuals received $300, while those with children received $500. Michigan as well. Teachers are eligible for a $500 payment in hazard pay bonuses. So another one for teachers in the state of Michigan. New Hampshire. A $1,086 check is available to families with 3 without an income. So if you have a family of 3, you don't have any income right now, you're unemployed, you could receive a $1,086 stimulus check from the state of New Hampshire. Next up, we have New Mexico. Now, for those that weren't eligible for New Mexico's relief benefits that they had back in August, well, applications opened on October 12th to provide another round of economic relief. So in New Mexico, you have to apply for this. The previous payment low-income households received in August was in the amount of $750. So be sure to apply. If you missed out last time, it's open again for application in New Mexico to get $750. Ohio. Students in Ohio may get support in the shape of a grant money worth $46 million. So if you're a student in the state of Ohio, they've got grant money there. Be sure to apply and see if you can get that to help you out. Oklahoma, a total of $13 million has been allocated in federal funding to pay student teachers in Oklahoma. So funding is going out to pay teachers in Oklahoma. Tennessee. In Tennessee, officials passed legislation earlier in 2021 to pay a $1,000 bonus for full-time public school employees and $500 for part-time public school employees. The relief is meant to aid individuals who suffered during the pandemic and help them get back on their feet in the state of Tennessee. And lastly, number 14, we have Vermont. Meanwhile, although Vermont is not issuing direct payments, the state offers to cover moving expenses of up to $7,500 for people relocating to the state. So if you're in a state and you're thinking about relocating to Vermont, you could get $7,500 for moving. The caveat is the individual must be relocating due to unemployment in hospitality or construction. So if you were in the hospitality industry, construction, you're thinking about relocating to the state of Vermont, you could be eligible for $7,500 to assist you with the move. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the 14 states, the amounts of the stimulus checks, and who who exactly is eligible. Now, as I mentioned, there's still a ton of money sitting out there that has not even been touched yet. So if I didn't mention your state, that means that it's very likely that there could be a stimulus package on the way and potentially stimulus checks. Now, as more information rolls out, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel so that way you know of everything that's unfolding and also what's going to be unfolding with the federal level stimulus package, what's going to be included, the negotiations that are going to be taking place in the Senate. And they're saying they're hoping to have this passed by Christmas, sometime around the new year. So I'll keep you up to date on all the details so you know what's going on. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button. Helps me out a ton. Leave your comments, share this out. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. Turn on the notification bell so you can know right away what's happening. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to stay up to date on growing wealth and personal finance. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'm going to head out to church, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.